E-bike bird again, back on the trail, coming back the way we went. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's that oil tree. It's probably leaning across the trail, ready to fall. So they came in and cut it down. Yeah, it was right at the edge of the trail there. There, I think you can see it. So I think it was, I'm not sure where it was. Probably where it's laying. He just cut her down and chopped her up, or cut her up for safety. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So we're back on the trail with my 26-inch fat tire. It's the only bike I have at this point. Down the road, we'll see. I would encourage you, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe and click on like. That helps my channel. Doesn't cost you a thing. You will not get hounded. It doesn't read your email or anything like that. I wouldn't use it if it did. But it helps my channel. Once again, I mentioned on another video that the camera can be very deceiving. Like right now I'm doing 10 miles an hour. On the video it probably looks like I'm doing 15 or more. It's very deceiving. The other thing that's deceiving on the video is the grade, the steepness of a grade. It can be quite steep and the video doesn't pick that up. It just thinks that, so it just, on the video it looks like it's a level. And we got some walkers up here, so I will ring my bell and announce my coming. Slowing down. On your left. Thank you now. On your left. Thank you. More often than not, they'll respond either by waving at me or saying thank you, or unless they have earbuds in each ear. I always look for wires coming out of each ear, which tells me they have earbuds and listening to music, which they can do that if they want, but it also tells me they can't hear me. I had one person, I was coming up behind, I was ringing the bell and calling out, on your left, and my bell is quite sharp, sharper than it rings on the video, and I went around very slow and he jumped up into the air and started swearing at me. Didn't hear me. Well, I didn't go back, but I wanted to say, get those things out of your ears and you'll be able to hear me. Coming on your right. Very good. Thank you.
Yep.
They appreciate it. He just wouldn't, his dog was on his left, so I don't think that's why they went to their left. I'm wearing my sunglasses right now to protect my eyes. Although it's overcast and cloudy, I'm gonna head over and department store and get a pair of yellow tinted glasses, which are basically shooting glasses. They brighten up the area rather than darkening it down, and they make objects much more distinctive. I use those glasses when I would hunt squirrel and rabbit, or pheasant for that matter, because with your regular glasses you may not see the game, but with shooting glasses it made objects very distinctive. You could see the squirrel where without glasses you couldn't see him. So a day like today isn't too bad. I have my sunglasses on, but I gotta get me a pair of the shooting glasses, so later in the year at this time it's 4 o'clock, it'll start getting dark, so I'll have my yellow glasses on to brighten things up, keep bugs out of my eyes. I eat a few bugs too that get in my mouth, so I know what you're thinking. If you don't want bugs in your mouth, shut your mouth. Yeah, that's a good point. Here's kind of a blind corner. I like to slow down from both ends, both sides. So, you know, when you're slowing down like that, I was down about 5 miles an hour or under. The slower you get, the more apt you are to fall, especially on a 26. The 20-inch here, your center of gravity is a lot lower, so you'll be less apt to fall, and it's more maneuverable than this bike. But the slower you go, the more apt you are to fall. So when you're stopping at a red light, slow it down with both your front and rear brake and get your feet out and get prepared to stop so you don't fall over. I have fallen, you know, and I look back on it, I really didn't enjoy it too much. And we got some pedestrians up here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can. Get some exercise and walk. I told let me get around these people here before they have a dog or someone has a dog. Coming on your left up. Didn't mean to startle you. Okay. You betcha. Thank you. I've always been met with return kindness. Oh, somebody's up there sitting in a bench. How dare them sit in my bench? I don't think they'll appreciate me coming there, so we'll go on. Howdy, howdy. I believe that's, in fact I know it's Margraff's Lake. Not Margraff, but Margraff's. I could ride the same trail all day. Except my behind won't take it. even with a nice comfy saddle. I replaced the original saddle with a softer one. Get out too, it helps clear the mind. Years ago I had a friend who was a flight instructor who ran me through my pilot's license, and he had an aerobatic airplane, full show-worthy aerobatic. He sat tandem front and back with the stick. I loved that airplane. I love doing aerobatics, and that was a real mind clearer, because when you're doing aerobatics you're not thinking about anything else. That was fun. Hi. That was back when aviation fuel was 85 cents a gallon. Car gas was about 20. I have no idea what aviation fuel is today. Can't imagine. And contrary to what people probably think, that aviation fuel for piston-driven engines for the private pilot is a real high octane. It's not. So your Cessnas and J3 Cubs, and most people see a small airplane flying, they think it's a J3 Cub. More often than not, it isn't. But there's two levels of octane for the small aircraft. 80-85 is considered one. 80-85 octane, and then there's 100 octane. Some engines, a little more compression, require the 100 octane. So it's not the octane. The 80-85 is, the next time you fill up your car, you'll see that the 80 or 85 is same as your car, or the premium is probably 100. But what raises the price of aviation fuel is the moisture content is a lot less in the aviation fuel. A lot less moisture than the car automobile fuel. That's why it's illegal. At least it used to be illegal to use car gas in an airplane, because of the moisture content. If you take a small aircraft, which I've done up to 10,000 feet at that altitude, with car gas and high water content, you're gonna have serious trouble. Very serious trouble. Ah, here's a bench. I think I'll sit here for a few minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna sit and drink some water, and this is Bert signing off, and next time we'll see you on the trail.